Overthinking is a silent thief. It steals your peace and fills your mind with unnecessary chaos. Before you realize it, you're trapped in your own thoughts, replaying the past, worrying about the future, or endlessly analyzing the present moment. If you're tired of feeling mentally overwhelmed and are searching for inner calm, this message is for you. Buddhism offers timeless wisdom for quieting the mind and breaking free from overthinking. Today we'll explore 6 simple Buddhist teachings that can gently guide you toward clarity, balance, and a more peaceful state of mind. Let's begin. 1. The past is gone. The future is uncertain. Live in the present. How often do we get lost in memories of regret, guilt, or what could have been? Or trapped in future worries, what might go wrong, what's coming next, or how to prepare for the unknown. The Buddha reminded us of a powerful truth. Do not dwell in the past. Do not dream of the future. Concentrate the mind on the present moment. The past no longer exists. The future hasn't arrived. The only moment that is real is now. Right now, reading or listening to these words is where life is happening. Peace can only be found here. When you stop dragging the past behind you and stop rushing ahead into the future, your mind naturally becomes lighter and clearer. There's a Buddhist story of a monk and his young disciple crossing a river. The monk stepped calmly into the water, fully present. The disciple froze, overwhelmed by fear of the rushing current. Seeing this, the monk said, "The river is always flowing, but the only way to cross it is to be fully present and trust this moment." Overthinking fades when you learn to meet life exactly where it is. 2. Thoughts are like clouds. Let them pass. We often feel overwhelmed by our thoughts, as if they define who we are. But Buddhism teaches us something freeing. Thoughts are temporary. The Buddha compared thoughts to clouds drifting across the sky, always changing, never permanent. They appear, move, and disappear. You don't have to chase them. You don't have to fight them. Imagine sitting beside a river, watching leaves float by. You don't grab every leaf. You simply observe and let them pass. Your thoughts can be treated the same way. When you stop clinging to every thought, you reclaim your inner space. Overthinking loses its grip the moment you stop identifying with every idea that passes through your mind. 3. Overthinking creates suffering. Let go of what you can't control. The more we overthink, the more we suffer. We analyze, predict, and replay situations endlessly, especially the ones we can't control. The Buddha taught that suffering doesn't come from events themselves, but from our reaction to them. Ask yourself, is this something I can actually control? If the answer is no, then holding on to it only drains your energy. 4. Practice mindfulness. Anchor yourself in your breath to quiet the mind. Mindfulness is the art of being fully present, right here, right now, without judging yourself or your thoughts. It's about noticing what's happening within you, your thoughts, emotions, and bodily sensations, without getting carried away by them. One of the simplest and most powerful ways to practice mindfulness is through your breath. Whenever your mind feels overwhelmed, gently bring your attention back to your breathing. Inhale slowly, pause for a moment, then exhale fully. Each breath becomes an anchor, pulling you out of mental noise and back into the present moment. The Buddha taught that when the mind is calm, the breath becomes calm. And when the breath is calm, the mind follows. This deep connection means that by simply working with your breath, you can naturally settle your thoughts. The more you practice mindfulness, the less control overthinking has over you. Your mind becomes steadier, clearer, and more peaceful. As the Buddha said, "The mind is everything. What you think, you become." Train your mind gently, and peace will follow. 5. Simplicity is freedom. Stop complicating life with unnecessary worries. In today's world, life feels crowded, with expectations, distractions, and endless worries. We overthink our work, relationships, appearance, and future, often forgetting how little we truly need to be content. Buddhism teaches that simplicity is the doorway to peace. When we simplify our lives, our thoughts, habits, and desires, we release ourselves from mental clutter. The Buddha reminded us that happiness isn't something we chase someday in the future. Happiness is found in simple, everyday moments. Zen monks live by the principle of shibumi, the beauty of simplicity. One Zen master said, "The simpler the life, the deeper its meaning." By letting go of what doesn't truly matter and focusing on what does, we free our minds from unnecessary worry. Simplicity isn't lack, it's clarity. 6. Trust in impermanence. Nothing lasts forever, not even your struggles. One of Buddhism's most comforting teachings is impermanence. Everything changes. Nothing stays the same forever. Not joy, not pain, not fear, and not anxiety. The Buddha said, "All conditioned things are impermanent. Strive on with diligence." Overthinking often comes from the fear that our struggles will never end. But when we truly understand impermanence, we realize that even our hardest moments are temporary. Your worries will pass. Your fears will fade. This phase of your life will change. When you trust this truth, your mind softens. You stop clinging so tightly to thoughts, knowing that change is inevitable and often healing. Now that you've explored these 6 Buddhist teachings to overcome overthinking, the next step is simple. Practice. Return to the present moment. Let thoughts pass without clinging. Simplify your life. Trust that everything, including your struggles, will change. Your mind is a powerful tool. With patience and consistency, you can train it to become calmer, clearer, and more peaceful. If this message resonated with you, take a moment to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and share this wisdom with someone who may need it. Let's continue this journey toward mindfulness and inner peace. Together. Stay present, stay peaceful, and may you find tranquility in every moment.